everyone, I'm here, also known as 8vinyllow, bringing all of you another video. Today's video is going to be new album spotlight, talking about an album that came out this year that is one of my top contenders of album of the year, as well as highlighting one of my new favorite bands. This is one of my new favorite bands, new favorite album from this band. Can't wait to talk about it in today's video. So the band that I'm talking about is the Cynz, if you can tell by the t-shirt that I'm wearing. This is a band that I have been becoming obsessed with over the last couple of months. Now, the album that I'm going to be highlighting is their new album that just came out this year, 2024, first collaboration with Gem Records. This is the Cynz Little Miss Lost. I am obsessed with this album. I'm going to talk about it here in a little bit in today's video. And again, the Cynz are becoming one of my new favorite bands. Now, this actually came out in April of this year, and I just kind of came around to finding out about it and listening to it, and obviously I'm hooked. I'm hooked on this album. I'm hooked on this band. I'm wearing the shirt. They're awesome. So, a quick little background about the Cynz, and then I will get into this album. They are a rock band hailing from the East Coast. They started in 2011. They've put out a handful of releases before this one. It includes songwriting duo Cindy Dawson, who is the primary songwriter and lead singer of this band. She is freaking awesome. Talk about a phenomenal woman in music, front woman in music. I know that that has been a hot topic in the vinyl community recently, doing those videos, who are some of the female artists that you want to kind of highlight and so on and so forth. Cindy Dawson is definitely one of them for me. And then you have Henry Cynz, part of the songwriting duo of the Cynz. He is the main guitarist, and that guy can play. I actually had the privilege to meet Cindy and Henry on the Youngest Members of VC Take New Jersey trip at the House of Vibes over the summer, and they couldn't have been nicer people. They were so kind, so welcoming, and they can frickin' play. So I'm going to be talking about, again, their new album from this year, Little Miss Lost. So again, fell on my radar, but I love it so much. That's why I'm making this video. If you want full throttle rock and roll with hints of power pop with a modern flair to it, this is the album for you. You want a good modern rock and roll album, check this out. The songwriting and lyrical composition is absolutely fantastic. Cindy does an amazing job with that. She is the primary songwriter on here. Her lyrics are so relatable. They just talk about life, love, loss, all the aspects that people want out of a great album. The lyrics are genuine. They highlight different things, navigating those type of areas in life. And I'm looking at some of the songs on here, and I'm excited to get into it here. But they had great hooks, great melodies. The harmonies on here are spot on. It kind of gives off like X vibes, The Pretenders a little bit, Patti Smith, Joan Jett. So if any of those names pique your interest, listen to this album. It's power poppy, it's jangly, but most importantly, this is like full-blown, high energy, fresh, modern rock and roll album. This thing is so freaking good. So I have a couple of notes here from some of the songs off of this album, so we will run through it. The album kicks off with a song called Crow-Haired Boys. What a strong opener. So fun. Perfect way to kick off this album. Then it gets into number 2, a song that's called You Will Not Miss Me. This one is hands down my personal favorite off of the album. It's so catchy. It'll have you singing along to the chorus after the first listen. I mean, I put this, it's so good. It's going to make you want to listen to that song over and over and over again, and this album. But that song, You Will Not Miss Me, my personal favorite off of this album. Then number 3, the title track, Little Miss Lost. It's an awesome rocker, great guitar by Henry Cynz on this one. Number 4 slows down a little bit. Another fantastic song, When We Were in Love, strips down again, very slow, or slows down a little bit, but it is a fantastic listen, very enjoyable, and I do like that one. Number 5, an excellent cover, Tell That Girl to Shut Up. Now, I've had that one stuck in my head for a while. Great cover of a classic song. Number 6, another great cover, Room Without a View. The band nails that cover for sure. And another cool kind of side note of that song is that Jim Babjack of the Smithereens plays guitar on that one. So just a fun fact there. Number 7 gets into Just a Boy. That's another one of my favorites off of the album. I really just dig the overall vibe and feel. I think it's a lot of fun. Then it gets into The Only One. Now that one is very like Birds-esque. Just reminds me of the Birds, and is a highlight. Break Me is another great one with a fun bass riff in there. Then it gets into Narrow Hips, and the album ends with Fall Away, another awesome rocker that closes that album out. The harmonies on that are impeccable. So you guys, check this out. The Cynz Little Miss Lost just came out this year. One of my favorite albums of the year so far. You want a good full throttle rock and roll power pop album, this is the album to check out. That's it for this video, everybody. I hope that all of you are doing well, and I will see you guys for my next video. Bye, guys.